Alrighty guys, quick update for Thursday, June 1st, which means tonight is Game 1 of the NBA Finals. A big day in my books. It'd be a bigger day, of course, if the Celtics got the job done. But unfortunately, no such luck. So therefore, for the next few weeks, I am a proud Denver Nuggets fan. But a quick update, guys. So we had a pretty good start to the week here, with our trades in Tesla, Netflix, and Apple, all hitting our targets on Tuesday morning. So for Tesla here, we got long last week above that daily AEMA, and we caught our push on Tuesday towards our $200 target. And then for Apple here, which continues to look pretty good, we had bought in some debit spreads, some call debit spreads last week, right above that daily buy zone, and we cashed out of those on Tuesday morning. So for Apple here, guys, we are $3 shy from your previous all-time highs. Check out them apples. Pretty damn close. So if we can hold above that 180 level, they probably push it towards the all-time high. I mean, why not, right? We're in the neighborhood. So Apple looking pretty good. And then for the Netflix trade, which is our second Netflix trade over the last few weeks, got a little bit of a dip last week towards that daily AEMA. We got long and we cashed out on Tuesday on that push towards $400. Now for Netflix here, the daily bull squeeze has fired. The bull squeezes on the 2-day to 3-day and the weekly chart have fired. But the weekly squeeze, the party's pretty brand new. The squeeze just begins to fire long this week. Now granted, $400 is a pretty big level. Alright, big round number. And right at the current price, you have your weekly 200 SMA. So on the first attempt here, it might be a tough level to break above. But given that the weekly squeeze just fired long, I think on any kind of flush here, you're looking to buy it for the eventual breakout above that 405 level. And it's really a matter of whether or not that weekly squeeze can work as advertised. It might be a one-pump chump, right, a one-hit wonder, or you end up getting a good 6 to 8 weeks of momentum. It's typically what you're looking for out of a weekly squeeze. So Netflix, Apple, and Tesla were good to us. And as far as the next trade here, guys, what do we know about the current market? It's all technology and semiconductors. All right, energy, financials, healthcare, industrials. You're getting zero participation from any of those groups. Where I do think the breadth could improve, meaning where I think setups in energy, healthcare, financials might actually work a little bit better, is if the S&P 500 can actually break out here. And over on the Big 3 indicator, buy signals on the weekly chart, 3-day chart, 4-hour, 2-hour, 1-hour, and the 30. So we're pretty locked and loaded here as far as buy signals. And then for your nested squeezes, you got a bull squeeze on the weekly chart, you got a bull squeeze on the 2-day chart, and the bull squeeze here from your daily time frame just fired long yesterday. So what do you look for? The domino effect. Daily squeeze fires long. That could go on to trigger your 2-day squeeze to fire long, and that could go on to trigger the weekly squeeze. And that, I think, should carve out a path here for a pushback towards the August highs. Right around that 4,300 and change. So in the meantime, 4,250 might be a spot where we run up to, give it a little smooch, right, little French kiss amongst friends, and then maybe we pull back a little bit from there, and then we look to reload. But at the moment, guys, the S&Ps have got they got the good stuff. They got that juice, as the kids would say. Got the structure, we got the signals, and we got the squeezes. So a couple setups here. One that we did pick up in the options room and my mastery this week is a little bit of this MSTR, which is a Bitcoin kind of stock. So your Bitcoins, your Coinbases, your Maras, your Riots, they're getting a little bit interesting here. So for MSTR rather, we have buy signals on the weekly chart, 2-hour chart, and the 1-hour. And we got that nested squeeze combo on the weekly and the 3-day. However, on the daily chart, we do have a daily squeeze. Now at the moment the indicator is neutral. No buy signal, no sell signal, but if tomorrow or maybe early next week, the daily chart prints a buy signal, then it gets a little bit better. Then on your 2-day chart, we also have a neutral squeeze. At any point, if that flips bullish, right, it gets a little bit better. And then same thing here on, well, the 3-day squeeze has a buy signal. So for MSTR here, the exit on the trade is going to be a close back under that daily 21 EMA. And we're looking for a push back towards that 340 and change. Here's a quick look at Coinbase. And they're all pretty similar. Coinbase has got some buy signals and a 3-day bull squeeze. You've got MARA. Bull squeezes on the daily chart, the 3-day chart, excuse me, the 2-day and the 4-hour. And then Riot here. Riot's got a good amount. 3-day, 2-day, 4-hour, 1-hour time frame, giving you that bull squeeze. So these are all pretty interesting. And then one name that came up in the scans earlier was a little bit of this Boeing. So for Boeing here, and again, I can't stress enough, I don't think these kinds of names work at all if the S&Ps can't break out. S&Ps break out, you might get some participation from things outside of tech and semis. S&Ps fail to break out, different story. But here on the weekly chart, got ourselves a nice bull squeeze. And then inside the bull squeeze, we have a squeeze here on the 3-day chart that's neutral. If at any point that flips bullish, this all gets a little bit juicier. Down on your 2-day chart, you have a squeeze, and then on the daily chart, you got a squeeze here as well. So for the next few weeks here, I'm looking for this to all flip bullish. Daily chart flips bullish, the 2-day chart flips bullish, the 3-day chart flips bullish. Then there's probably a pretty decent chance here we end up seeing that weekly squeeze fire to the upside. So Boeing is kind of shaping up. We got a little bit of MSTR. And then as far as the big boys go, we'll keep on working the game plan of buying the pullbacks. Basically like we did last week. The 21 EMA is a great buy zone. When things are kind of moving and grooving, the 8 EMA can also be a great buy zone. So Tesla last week, you get your initial push, first back test of the 8 EMA, and for all of you with the big 3 indicator, the key right here, right, if the buy zone is going to be the 8 EMA, and from there we're going to launch into higher prices, your trigger for an entry should be a lower time frame buy signal. On top of an 8 EMA, if the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the 30-minute flip bullish, that's where you look for continuation. In the absence of a buy signal, you might come down to a 21. So for Netflix's, the Googles, the Amazons, Nvidias of the world, we'll keep on buying the dips, and if the S&Ps can break out, and they got everything they need to do it, maybe the breadth improves a little bit, and then maybe some of these setups and names outside of your hot shots start to work a little bit better. But alright guys, quick update for you. As always, hope you find it helpful, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Adios.